Good evening, everybody. There's our chunky monkey watching us now. We have had a very busy 2 weeks. Things at work were really crazy, and I had a lot of stuff to do on the weekend, so I have not had time to film. I'm also having some trouble with space on my phone because my SD card failed that I had in my phone, which is where I was storing some of the videos I made. So I'm going to have to figure out an alternative, get another SD card. But in the meantime, we did get some very good news. All the kitties had their appointment, was it not last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before. And everybody did wonderful. So they all had their vet visit, and everybody is good. There's Will. And all the babies are over 4 pounds. Barely. Daisy is actually the lightest at the moment. But everybody else is doing good. They all had their rabies shot, and nobody had any bad effects from that. Everything is great. So the vet that I see will not spay and neuter until they are 5 months, or 6 months, or at least 5 pounds. Those are their rules. So right now everybody's hovering between 4 and 4.5 pounds. So I think pretty soon we'll be able to get everybody spayed and neutered. But we did have something very good happen. And that was through my coworker. We came across a lady who is looking for a calico kitten. She apparently had a calico cat for a very long time, and the cat passed away some time ago, and she's ready to have a companion again. So she wanted another calico, and my coworker knew that I had Lily and Hyacinth are both calico, so I sent pictures. And through the pictures anyway, they fell in love with Lily. So we are going to have a play date tomorrow where these people are coming to my house. And they're going to meet Lily in person. And we're going to see if everything goes well. And if she likes them and they like her, then there's a good possibility that she's going to go to a new forever home tomorrow. So, I have been spending, there's Miss Lilly now, I've been spending the past 2 days going over the house with a fine-tooth comb cleaning. I had to mow the lawn today because we finally got lots and lots of rain. We went from it being excruciatingly hot and dry, and then we had rain on and off for like a week. So the lawn went from dead to jungle pretty quickly. So I just got done doing that a little bit ago. And if you can see over there, there's Gus Gus and Daisy and Chunky Monkey. Chunk's allergies are really bad. I've been cleaning his eye. I don't want to clean it too often because I seem to be irritating the skin. But I'm trying to clean it at least. I was doing it twice a day, and then his skin got all really pink, so I think I started to irritate it. I just used warm water and a cotton ball, but still. So I'm going to change to just doing it in the morning as long as it doesn't seem to bother him. I just hate leaving that junk on his face. But it seems to be causing him more distress to clean it more often. But yeah, so the only thing I have left to do, there's Mr. Toes. Hello, Toes. And there's Alex. And there's Mama Maggie. So this might be, it's kind of a bittersweet moment. This might be Lily's last night here with me. And it's like, it's happy and it's sad at the same time. Right, Toes? Say we love everybody and we wish we could keep them all forever. We really do. But the reality of the situation is there's just too many. Yeah, there's too many. Our house is too small for all these cats running around. and they have to go on to somebody else. So I'm hoping that the lady will like Lily, and Lily will like her. I'm also low-key hoping that if she sees Lily playing with one of her sisters, like she usually does, right, Mr. Alex? That she might decide to take more than just Lily. So I've got my fingers crossed. But at least it looks like there's going to be a forever home for Lily. So we're very happy about that. Right, Will? Right. So the only thing I have left to do here, I did wind up going online and ordering new couch covers and a new cover for my recliner because they really have destroyed it. And this poor thing now is at the point, the material that it is, it's so covered in hair that even when I run the vacuum over it, it doesn't really pick up the hair. There's so much. It just gets like stuck in it. And those sticky things kind of sort of work, but it would take forever, and it would take, there's Gus, a million rolls of those sticky things to make it happen. So I'm like, it's time for a new one anyway, because they've been picking and ripping at that cover anyhow. I've had that cover for a couple of years at least. So, actually more than a couple of years, now that I think about it. That cover was on there. I'm trying to remember when I got it. I think it was 2020. I'm pretty sure it was like 2020. I think it was in the middle of the pandemic. Or not quite in the middle, but not right at the start, but it had been going on for about a year. I think it was 2020. So I've had that cover on for about 4 years, and it has taken a lot of abuse. So, it's time for a change anyway. So, if I get some energy, I'm going to do that tonight. If not, I'll try to do it tomorrow morning. I'll get up earlier than I normally would for work. But, so that's where we're at. So, the great news is everybody's vet visit went good. Everybody is very healthy. I was correct for once. I finally got it right. That there are indeed 4 girls and a boy, which is what I thought I was dealing with. But every time I thought that in the past, I was wrong about somebody. But this time I finally got it right. 4 girls and a boy. So everybody stays with the names they have. Miss Daisy is still Miss Daisy. And I knew Lily and Hyacinth were going to be girls because calicos are almost always girls. And then, I think they always are, actually. There's like a really, really, really small % chance that a calico is not a female. It's extremely rare, from what I understand. And then, Miss Marigold is somewhere. Miss Marigold has gotten strong enough and big enough now. She can actually jump. She's like a little leapfrog. She can jump and make it to the top of the counter already. I have never seen a cat jump like little Miss Marigold does. She is such a jumper. I was teasing her the other day. She's so cute. She's got like little frog legs now. She's still very petite, but she's spring-loaded. So, she actually surprised the absolute hell out of me because I was cooking and I saw movement, peripheral vision. And usually when I'm cooking, I'll see Finny, Miss Finn, my foo-foo Finny will come up to watch me cook. She's a very helpful kitty. She helps me do everything. And, sometimes Chunk to a fault. I usually have to put him in another room and keep him there when I'm cooking because the idiot will, stick his head in the oven if you don't watch him. I love him, but he's not that bright. So I saw movement out of the corner of my eye, and I turned around and expected to see Miss Finn. And I about jumped out of my shoes because I turned around, and it was Marigold. And I was like, how the hell did she get up here? And then I saw her actually do it again. When I was moving stuff around, and she just, like a little frog, boing, and she just went from the floor straight up onto the countertop. I was like, holy moly, kid. So we'll see. But yeah, so I'm very, very happy that everybody is healthy. They all got their rabies shot, like I said, and they got a really good check over. So the doctor listened to their lungs, listened to their heart, gave them a really good exam, felt around their lymph nodes, felt around their tummy. Lily actually farted on them, which was funny. She cleared out the whole room. but but everybody's very healthy. The doctor was very happy with how everyone looked. So what do you say, Miss Lilly? It might be our last night together. Part of that makes me want to jump for joy, and the other part makes me want to cry. Right, sweetheart? But it's going to be okay, so I hope. They are very good people. But that's why they're coming to my house, because we're going to meet them in person. Right? Right. Right, Miss Lilly? We are going to meet them in person tomorrow. And we are going to decide if they are good enough for you and if you are good enough for them. How does that sound? Yeah. But it sounds like she's a good lady. And maybe you guys will be good for each other. That's all you can hope for, really, is to pray they wind up in a place that's good. It's hard sometimes with cats. Right, Gus Gus? Right, Mr. Alex? Say it's hard sometimes with kitties. Because a lot of people don't like kitties. And when you try to help them find another home, you're never 100% sure what they're going into unless you know the person. So that's why anybody that I do rehome, I want to meet the people face to face that I'm rehoming them to. And I want to get a feel for them. And if I get any inkling whatsoever that the people are not good or kind-hearted or not going to give them, then the deal is off. But this lady seems like a really good person. And she's already got a cat carrier. She's already got everything. So, we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to be meeting them tomorrow. And if all goes good, there's Foo Finny. It's almost supper time, so everybody's going to start coming out. Right, Finny? Say, if all goes good, Miss Lilly will have a forever home tomorrow night. And then maybe if we're lucky, right, Mr. Toes, maybe if we're lucky, and they meet the other kittens, maybe they'll want to take one of her sisters with them. Because Lily and Marigold play a lot together. So I'm kind of hoping maybe if she sees them both playing together so much, that maybe they'll take both. I doubt it, but fingers will be crossed. So that's basically what's been going on. So there's been a roller coaster, a lot of things happening at work, a lot of crazy stuff, some good stuff, some not so good stuff, a lot of stress, nothing else from the cranky neighbor, so hopefully he'll be quiet for a while until I can find some solutions. And that's it. So basically I've just been gearing up to have company at my house, which is, I'm surprised at how nerve-wracking that is for me. I haven't had strangers in my house since, oh my God, the last time I had company over that wasn't my mother or my sister was 2016. I think. I'm really not a people person, like at all. Right, Alex? Say we're not people. We don't like people so much, do we? No. We like cats. We're not much into people. But we will make an exception for this because this is very important. Because as sad as it makes us, it sounds like Lily might help this lady get happy again. And that's what's important, right? Right, Mr. Alex? Because you helped me. So we'll see if Lily helped her. I had a cat for 16 years. His name was Tigger. And he was my buddy. And when he passed away, I was devastated. And I swore I'd never have another cat, which was funny. Look at me now with 12 of you mugs running around. And then one day, about a year after he passed away, Alex and Katie came out from under my shed. And then not long after that, Miss Finn showed up. And not long after that, let's see, who was it? Austin showed up the same time as Finn, because that's her sister. And then a couple of years after that, Felix was born. And he stuck around. And then it just went on and on from there. And after Felix, there was Phoebe and Maggie. And then Chunk, and then Willow, and then Mr. Toes showed up just out of nowhere. And then Mr. Pete's been hanging at our house on and off throughout all of it. So, it's good. It's happy times. It's crazy, right, Mr. Pete? There's Pete Loaf. He would do anything for treats, but he won't do that. Right, Pete Loaf? And Chunky Monkey. Chunky and I both have allergy problems really bad right now. So, we'll see how it all goes. Oops. Focus, camera. So, yeah, we are a great big happy family. But like all great big happy families, eventually the kids have to grow up and move out. Lily cannot be the kid that lives in mommy's basement, because I don't have a basement. Right, Miss Daisy? Right, Miss Daisy? She's a good girl. My hands are all tore up. I had an argument with the rose bush out front. The rose bush won. But, yep. Like all good kids, they have to grow up and move out. So, I will let you know how it goes. If I can, I'll do another short video tomorrow night. By then, you'll see, hopefully, the new couch cover. Without a million pounds of cat hair embedded in it. And I'm also going to cover up my recliner. Because they have destroyed that. So I'm going to tape it back together. Well, at least you're clawing a box and not everything else in my house. That's good. And we'll see where we wind up. Right, Chunky? There goes Alex. So Alex has got the zoomies. It's almost 5 o'clock, so it's getting ready to be supper time soon. So probably here in a little while I will see Felix and Phoebe and Blackie. They'll probably pop their little heads up and look in the window from the front yard. Because they know it's time to eat. I think they go by the sun. When the sun gets to a certain spot on the driveway, it's kind of like I noticed that's when they pop their heads in. It's usually between 5:30 and 6:30. They do that. So it's like they know. Right, Pete? Right. See, everybody's over there starting on their dry food. And they know the can will come out soon. Right? Oh, and that is one thing we bought. We can show them that, can't we, Miss Katie? We can show them that, right, Miss Katie? Yeah, we bought ourselves in the middle of everything going on. and the stresses. There was happy stuff too, because Amazon had their Prime Days. There's Miss Marigold. Miss Marigold, I think you grew. She was eating, then she's sleeping, and I swear she's like a couple of inches longer than she was before. Let's turn this on. Look. Here's Foo Finny sitting in the sunlight. Pardon my loud refrigerator, but my birthday. You're okay. Nails on linoleum. That was Katie. My birthday is actually coming up. So it's in the beginning of August. So it is next weekend. And I will be 47 now, I think. Yeah, 47. I don't feel a day over 80, right guys? Yeah. And I am a huge coffee fan. So when Prime Days happened, they actually had a Keurig machine that was on sale. And it's called the K Cafe. So it's a nice little machine. It's okay, chunky. So it's tiny, you know. It's just enough for me, which is all I need. And it came with a little frother. So now I can make fancy schmancy cappuccinos and lattes and stuff, which is fun. So I've been having fun with that. So that's my birthday present to me. For my birthday. I bought it a little early, you know, because Prime Days. So yeah, that was one of the good things that happened. So, right, Gus? You're getting so big. You're all getting so big. Pete Loaf. And Chunky Monkey. And Miss Daisy. And Miss Hyacinth. Maybe Miss Hyacinth will get lucky and she'll see you and she'll decide she wants 2 calicos. I don't know. I'm worried about how Miss Hyacinth is going to find a home because she's so scared of people. She's her mother's daughter very much. She doesn't like to be touched. She doesn't want to be around. So I'm like, I don't know how we're going to get her. And there's Miss Austin. Say, how are we going to get her a home, Miss Austin? We better hope and pray that there's somebody out there with a lot of patience that can help get her to come around. Right, Mr. Alex? Right. But anyhow, so that's what's been going on. So, sorry it's been forever since I've done a video. My poor chair. It's really time for a new recliner, because this poor thing has been destroyed. But I mean, I've had it for 15 years, so... It's just... it's one of the most comfortable recliners, like, in the world. I've been shopping for a new recliner for years, and none of them are as comfortable as this chair. But this chair looks like hell, so that's why I thought, oh crap. I can't have people come into my house looking like that, because I want them to adopt her. I don't want them to walk in thinking that I'm some kind of creep that doesn't take care of my stuff, you know, and then they might not trust me and want to get the cat, so we'll see how it goes. So, the recliner cover and the couch cover are a matching set. And it's also a nice way to try different colors, because I think these are both, the ones I got are in dark coffee is the color, so it's like a dark brown. So I'm going to see how that looks in here. And then it's good, because, you know, I think the recliner cover was on sale for $19.99, so I'm not expecting a lot, because I'm sure it's cheap, but that's fine. And the couch cover, I think, was on sale for $29.99. And honestly, I don't look for the super fancy stuff, because, you know, obviously the cats are just going to destroy it anyway. But we'll see, and it's a good way to experiment. So, I had a couch cover on here once before that was like a wine red, like a dark maroon, and that looked nice. But in the summertime, it was kind of, it was great in the fall and winter. But in the summertime, it was kind of, so now we're going to try dark brown. And we'll see how dark brown looks in the room. And if we don't like the way that looks, then when the cats wear that out, right, Miss Katie? When the cats wear that out, the next time we will try a light color. They have the same kind of covers in, there's like a khaki beige, there's a taupe. So I usually tend to stay in the, just because of all the wood tone that I have around, I tend to stay in the beige and brown. I don't venture into blue very often. I like blue. Focus, camera. There you go. I like blue very much, but it just doesn't go in here. I have found greens go well in here. Maroons, wine red goes well in here. And earthy tones. Brown, beige, khaki, coffee, that kind of thing. Goes good in here. But obviously with so many cats, I don't ever put anything white anywhere. Ever. Unless it's something that they're laying on so that I can bleach it. But that's it. So that's where we are. And I just wanted to give you an update. Let you know what the deal was. And we will be back in touch tomorrow night after the couch covers and everything are on. And hopefully after she goes to her new home. And if they change her mind, then we'll just keep looking. So that's where we're at. So I hope everybody had a good couple of weeks. I hope all of you guys are not sweltering too much in the summer heat. And I hope everything goes good. Right, Miss Marigold? Miss Marigold does too. And we'll talk to you guys soon, okay? You have the right idea, Pete. I'm about that too. After the mowing and the scrubbing and the cleaning I've done this weekend, I'm about ready to go to bed. And it's not even 6 o'clock yet. Okay, everybody, have a good one.